Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, before we do get started, let's give a brief little review. In the last part, a lot of things have happened. Now, Deku, Marcy, and Chloe. They completed the job at Vault 3. Deku, he tested out one of Marcy's theories, and they were very dangerous. Deku, he was trying to embrace more of his wild side without going feral. But he was also fighting a crazy fiend in power armor named Cook, who had a chainsaw and a flamethrower. Now, Deku sustained a lot of injuries. His left arm was amputated by Cook, his stomach and quote-unquote hide was damaged on his torso, and fact of the matter was, Deku, he was just overall very tender from their brawl. Now, Marcy was able to help calm Deku down with the help of Chloe, and the two, whenever Deku was back in his right mind, were not very happy with him. Marcy yelled at him and got angry. She showed that she genuinely cared for him, especially after having to drag him up here, get him clothed and treated, not in that order, so that he didn't bleed the fuck out. But luckily they found out something new about Deku. It was a theory, but he might be able to regenerate similarly to a reptile. So that was at least very good to know. But finding it out this way, let's not do that again. Now, Deku talked to Marcy, and they do need to bring Chloe in on the plan. But Deku, he wants to go back to Freeside and look into a rumor he heard about people who don't have the money getting into the strip. People who shouldn't be able to pay that fee. And that was something Deku brought up. It's questionable, but they know what you need to get into the strip. These people are raising alarm bells in Deku's head. And while it might be a bit of a crazier idea, faking a passport and walking into the strip, the risk is still there. It's the most risky plan they got. Either the entirety of Vegas is on their ass because they have passports that fail, there's a chance they work, they try and break into the strip, which is arguably a worse idea, or they kill two other NCR soldiers or take them out and steal their equipment, steal their gear, and then try to sneak past an army onto a train that leads into the strip, presumably into a place they have control, into the heart of an embassy. I mean, the NCR must have control of Vegas, must have control of the strip. They must work with Mr. House. All these plans are terrible. But what's worse is if they pay the fee, they're flat broke. So that is bad. Now, we do currently cut to the Khan's encampment. A few days later after Deku walked into Camp McCarran and turned in that bounty on Cook. And we do currently have Deku, who does go to sit here. Him staring at his left palm. And he is fixing his Pip-Boy onto his wrist. Still staring at it. A little strangely. A little confused by it still. His nails are starting to grow in. He used another super stim pack, and it took 6 days total to regenerate. Though his appetite, his metabolism got faster. He ate a little bit more and he noticed that that was helping. Sped things up. Well, that is interesting. Cellular regeneration. Well, that does make sense. If his metabolism is faster, then his cells are rejuvenating faster, healing and tweaked faster. He ate a lot more in his last couple of days. maybe cut back a little? Yeah, maybe. Though, just to be safe, keep on this little new diet. Deku flexing his hand, currently sitting on the rock outside the tent. And there is where Chloe does come walking up. Are you alright? Hmm? Yeah, sorry. I was gonna record my log in a minute, just trying to get used to the new hand. Does it feel weird? Chloe, seriously? I'm just asking. I mean, I don't know if I can do that. I wouldn't doubt it. You are what? Part snake? That's a reptile? Please. I don't think snakes can do that. They're not lizards. I think it depends on the breed, though we didn't have those type of books in the vault. We just know about most native stuff. Though, maybe outside the US, but even then it's still questionable. It is. But where's Marcy? I need to talk to both of you about something. It's a little important. Uh, she's over at that one gun armory place. What is it? Okay, both of you need to know. It's I mean, I've been thinking about a few things. Listen, I've gone over all my gear. I've gone to a few people to talk, and that night in the vaults was nice. We're well, I I'm not good at talking. Do you have any mentats? No, I know I have mentats, but I'm not trying to do this with. I took Fixer, and this is a little difficult without being high. Listen, Izuku, I've gone over my equipment and everything, and I've got 800 caps, a bag full of chems, and my weapons, ammunition, and food, along with a canteen. I've got the clothes on my back, and I remember the mission. These people helped me. I'm sure you know that. This place is like a second family to me. And leaving them is not an easy choice I make. Do you get that? I do. I can understand. Traveling with Marcy put things in perspective for me. Yeah, she cares about you. I know. I vaguely remember the vaults. Sure you do, big guy. Really? Sorry. Sense of humor to cope with things. I know what it is. Just, what's this place been like? Any particular reason the NCR and the cons don't get along, or what happened at Bitter Springs? Do you know much more about that, or is it just it was a camp that you told me about? There weren't combatants. Chloe, going to sit down. And giving a bit more detail, Deku is flexing his left hand, making sure everything at least feels right in it. And Marcy, she does come walking out of the armory. Her making way back down the road and thinking about a few things. She went back to Vault 3, sold some of those weapons she could, and is still trying to gather those parts for a radio beacon. The idea of buying one. I mean, you'd have to talk to supplier, and then pay people to get that thing to you. or go to it. Even then, it could be a scam, a lie, bullshit, fake, or broken. Or it's not the entire beacon. They renegotiate and things don't become that easy. She needs something trusted, something simple. Black Mountain would be a good idea to at least get the signal out and let their people not do that. But if they're right, selection's already started and those people are already in danger. But what would the message be? What would they send? What would they say? And if it got through, the Enclave might be able to block it, track them down, and they'd have a head start to run. But even then, there's more risk. They need to be able to pick up on that security beacon. But the idea that the Enclave knows the frequency, they need to figure out about that first. It would be nice. Her walking up and seeing Deku and Chloe talking. As Deku, he does sit there chewing on something as he does get a turn. And wishes to walk up just to ask exactly about what's happening. And the two turn, talking about a few things. And Chloe does jump up quickly before talking about it. When are they gonna go? Go? You guys mentioned heading somewhere, right? I mean, come on. Her pointing to her ears, talking about it. She can still hear damn well. Just like them. Predatory creature, remember? Right. He's explained a bit about it. Gamora might be on the strip and fake passports. Though it might not be much, but I've got a few hundred caps. Combined with what Deku's got, and, well, what we've been buying and what you've been selling, I think we might have over 5 grand. I'm not too sure. I've bought some more ammunition and bought some more parts for our guns. Along with that, we need medical supplies, which making them isn't easy. I've got some. Good. So, what? I've got 4,000, including what Chloe gave me. I've got 800, and Marcy, aside from ammunition, I've got 600. So, we're 500 short. I could sell my chems, but then we'd all be broke. What about the gun? Uh, Tommy's gun? It's a good rifle. I mean, it's his, but if we need to, I think it could get some good caps. Repair it and we walk onto the strip. No, no. That thing is the only thing we have left of him besides his damn Pip-Boy. And I'm already not keen to think about selling that damn thing. No, Izuku, no. We're not selling his damn Pip-Boy. Hell, we've already talked about buying holotapes for that thing. The information a Pip-Boy could have, it's good. But it also, never mind. What is it? No, no, it's stupid. It, it sounds insane, too. What? Well, I was gonna say we sell it, but that's crazy. I mean, they have a lot of things, and with the VATS disabled, with the radio working, a lot of the data it has, the tracking beacon it also does come with. I mean, catch and release. You want to try and tag an Enclave soldier? That's what I was thinking, but if they find the tag, then it's worse. Yeah, it's crazy. Plus, we'd only have 3 chances. 4, actually. Right. So that's a bad idea. Maybe, but it could work. Fine. But we'd have to have an Enclave soldier alive long enough to tag them, let alone get away. The guy at the Gamora. It could work, right? Maybe, but hmm. That's actually a good idea. We can discuss the plan more, but it's not going to be good. I can tell you two that much. We know. Yeah. Okay. Let's head to to free side. Okay. Fine. Though I'm gonna go say bye. Go ahead. We'll still be here. Chloe's gonna turn, running off, and gonna see Jack and Diane, along with Papa Khan. However, right now, Papa Khan, he's talking to a few other people, and the legionary representative at his side, he's already said word about wanting Kaisar to meet with these people, especially because that man has given them so much trouble already. He's killed many legionaries from what he has heard. And, well, if they can figure out more about him, maybe they can learn more about how to make soldiers like him, or get them to their side. Highly resilient. And the fact is, he could rival that super mutant, that of those creatures. So, turn him to the Legion's side, get him working for them, and gain access to old world technologies thanks to the vault he comes from. Become a powerful player in the wasteland, and then inch slowly closer to taking over Vegas. Take the dam, take old world tech, and that could cement Kaisar as the leader of the Mojave. And this is the idea forming at the man's table. While in his mind, he sits here with dogs who need fixes and chems since they are weak. And Chloe, when she does come running in, she's at turn, making her way over and going to say her goodbye to Papa Khan, telling him that she is thankful for what he's done for her. There are people taking her in and allowing her to have asylum. And the man, he does not. But Kaiser's dog, he does a stand, asking exactly what is happening. Hmm? We're leaving. You're going. Yes. Yes, we are. But I was hoping we could meet, talk more. I know that my leader would. You can fuck off. Excuse me. I said to fuck off. We've seen plenty of what the Legion's done out here. I've heard enough of it. And I know for a damn fact, Tommy knew enough of it. You're nothing but his dog. Do you know that? I am not a beast. You say that. You promised the cons what? That you're going to help? Chloe. Papa Khan, you need to know. The Legion are not your allies. They promise you greatness, but they do not deliver. They will lead you to ruin. Chloe, that is out of line. The cons are great, and you are the one who is being misled. Am I? Well, it's just a good thing that you've chosen to join the cons, serve for Papa Khan, and become one of us. Chloe watching on, and the man does sit there, silently fuming, before she's going to walk up, expressing to him leaning her hands on the table, her claws visible as her fangs do somewhat poke out of her mouth, leaning forwards and talking about it. She's so happy that Kaiser will one day come here to meet Papa Khan, talk with him, learn more about these people, and understand what they've lost. Maybe at one point he might join them for their festivals. And the man just sit there, silently fuming. And she does go to press, talking about it. Maybe Kaiser can understand them. Learn to free the mind. Being a leader must be troublesome. Leading all those people, leading an empire. In fact, you can see it now. Him sitting there, thinking about a few things, understanding it. It seems simple. Though what would be his kim of choice? Psycho's the obvious one. Medex. No, no, no. He's already crazy. He's already insane. And from what these sadistic fucks have done already, she thinks that he likes pain. And the man is just on lunge forwards. Him grabbing Chloe as she's to bring her hands up. Grabbing the man and slamming him to the ground. As he does, gonna jump up and pull his machete, screaming at her about exactly what the fuck is gonna happen. Him blurting out about the Khans being inferior, yelling about how Kaiser will subjugate these dogs as the next tribe, and about how Papa Khan just won't sit there, staring the man down before he does silently stand up. And the man, he has a turn. Before every Khan in the room, they do pull their piece and let that metal fly. As Kaiser's dog, he is gunned down in the room. And Chloe does turn. Papa Khan turning to her and going to start yelling. Since this is not good. He yells at her quickly before gaining his composure, realizing what she's done. And this, while it does annoy him, it does make him wary of Kaiser. But now he has to explain this. And that he has to look up at her. Her bending down and gonna drag the man out of the room. As she does, gonna turn and yell for some people. Some people, confused, running up as she asks them for a favor, turning to the man and talking about how they should leave him for the dogs outside the camp. And they do somewhat understand, after hearing some other people walk out and talk about what's happening. They just being she has a turn, waiting some of them off as they do hate to see her leave, but love to watch her go. Now, we do have Deku and Marcy. The two sat there waiting. They heard gunfire, and they were a little concerned. They thought about heading back in. However, when Chloe came running up quickly and waving her hand, she was stopping the two from heading back inside the camp, telling them about how she provoked the guy. Seriously, you did that? Simple. Press some buttons. Didn't like it. It's pretty good. Glad you like it. A gift. So you're coming with us? Yeah. What, you think I was just gonna stay and get all teary-eyed? We've got a mission to do. Right. Come on. Them going to leave. And they do start to make their way towards Vault 3, heading towards Freeside. Now, they do make their way up that old road. Them going to see a few things. Passing by what looks to be an old campsite. The area is large with those giant metal trailers nearby. And Deku, he does go to stare at that direction. It'd be a good place for cover. A good place to make camp if they do need it. It's still the afternoon. but taking a break would be good. They also need to be a bit more careful. They took out the fiends nearby. Cook took out those other people who were around Vault 3 first. For right now, Vault 3 would be a good idea. Resecure it and lock it down. Code it to their Pip-Boys and make sure only they have the key to that door. That would take too much time. They've already wasted a few days waiting for him to catch back up. Okay. They've got to move. It'd be a good idea. Currently them making their way to a bridge. Before Deku, he has to step across, turning and seeing some people. Before he has to bring his hand up and then go to lower himself down. The two going to do so as Chloe does it a camouflage. Her walking over and going to lean over the side. Someone hearing a noise and looking up. As Chloe does still stand there, frozen in place and not moving a single muscle, keeping her breathing shallow, silent, and trying to be as undetectable as she can. And the man, he does go to look back down, walking under the bridge, as she does go to stare. And those men, they're carrying weapons. The look of them, the way they're walking, it doesn't look good. And she does a turn, asking the two what to do. We should avoid them. Are you sure? I'd say yeah. Whatever they're doing, it's not worth our time. Besides, we're late. We've been late for a while. I know. But still, I'd rather get to Vegas now instead of later. Chloe jumping up before making way down the road and trying to make sure there's nothing ahead. Talking about it. Her running up and going to look around before she does gonna see a few buildings and then a step forwards. Her looking around. Deku and Morrissey gonna walk forwards talking about it. They're happy that they're all together again. It's nice. Now they're just walking, they're a little concerned. They're out in the open, but they can move through the cover of some of these buildings. It's going to be easy. Better? Though, that's another story. Them going to walk forwards and go to see a lot more of the buildings. As right now, they do see a ramp, a collapsed part of the highway. As Deku, he has to watch Chloe, her going to run over the stairs as she does go to move down. Currently, her turning her head and seeing somebody. Her going to bring up her weapon and step forwards. However, she's going to hear a click. Right now, her going to be sent flying forwards and into the air as a landmine does a detonate directly under her feet. And over Deku and Morrissey do to hear the explosion, they do go running forwards. Deku going to pull his pistol as he has to pull his knife, going to run up and look down, seeing somebody who does go make their way towards Chloe and holding up a weapon. Deku going to bring up his gun and fire. Morrissey stepping to his side and going to bring up the rifle, firing out and slugging the person in the chest. Them smashing the ground as Deku, he does go to run down the stairs before he has a turn. Seeing a landmine and going to turn, jumping off as he has to tell Marcy to avoid the right. Him smashing down and bending down to Chloe. And currently, she is going to lay there. Her covered in blood as she does go to talk about it. Deku going to bring up his hand and grab something from his bag, smashing into her leg and talking about it. Is she still conscious? Chloe. Chloe. Tizzy. What? Shit. You alright? Deku going to bring his hand up before he has to tell Marcy. her jumping down and talking about how does she need another one? I think she might need some Med-X. Shit. Wasn't a shrapnel bomb. What type is that? Her turning, making way over and talking about how it's an old damn landmine. Shit. Okay. Good enough. You think she's gonna be okay? Maybe. Though some of the crazy shit we've heard about, it was old school. Though, yeah, I think she'll be alright. Shrapnel might come out soon, especially if her body heals. Uh, her walking over, bring her hands up and going to inspect her left leg, talking about how that might be broken. Shit. Yeah, her ankle's messed up too. Her reaching her bag and going to give her another stim pack. Before talking about it, he's going to have to carry her the rest of the way, at least until she wakes up. Then she might be able to walk on her own, but that still might be iffy. Right. Okay. Currently, them going to turn and start following the highway. Since someone's clearly trapped these pathways, and as long as they're on this open road, they can see the danger. It might be a bad idea, but getting to Vegas is a very big priority right now, especially if they can get somewhere where they can set her down and properly inspect her injuries. And the two, they just have to move a little fast, running up the highway and coming towards West Side. Them going to find their old apartment and go to stop in. Before they do just somewhat sit here. Chloe going to regain consciousness as she doesn't sit up, a little confused. Before she does feel drowsy, asking about what happened. Okay, good. You're awake. Huh? What do you remember? Uh, not much. Uh, where's Izuku? What, the explosion? I heard him. You're the one who stepped on a landmine. Right now he's on the roof. He's making sure we weren't followed. Though, you want to tell me why you're showing signs of addictions, Chloe? I'm trying to kick it, okay? Chloe, you're showing signs of being addicted to 3 different chems, okay? The way your eyes are reacting, the way you're trembling, and trust me, I know, alright? You're sweating more than you should be out here. It's hot. No shit. But seriously, you take Fixer? I I didn't. I have it, but I know I can kick it. Okay? Chloe, take the fucking chem. Don't lie. You're being half-hearted about this shit. Izuku was like this too. Take the damn chem and get over it. Alright? It's temporary. Yeah, but it will help till we get to a damn doctor. Can't you? No. I'm not trained to cure addictions, Chloe. I'm not trained for that at all. Okay? Right now, you take the Fixer. We can go see a doctor in Freeside. After that, if I see you with a chem, I'm either gonna smack it out of your mouth or knock your teeth out. Sound fair? That's not fair at all. We need combat stimulants. We're not supposed to get addicted to them. Life out here is tough. You want to tell that to me? I know. Listen, just don't make it a habit. Your bag is full of chems, isn't it? I sell. Sure you do. Listen, we're gonna head into NCR territory. I bought some clothes. You needed to change anyways. You can leave those here, but I don't recommend taking them with us. Got it? Hide them under the couch cushion. Most people don't check there. Or you can hide it, well, in the back of the toilet. Really? It's been dry for 2 centuries. I'm sure your clothes will be fine. Fair. Her gonna stand, making her way in the bathroom and going to change. As Marcy does his own step into the hallway. Her waiting a few minutes as Deku, he does go to walk back in, talking about how those people didn't follow them. He thought the blast might have given them away, but they weren't after them. That's good. I know. Though, that's another thing. Is she okay? She is. Just getting changed. Okay. Chloe walking out. Currently, her, right now in some overalls and an older shirt. Talking about it. So who'd they shoot for this thing? I told you. I bought it. Did you steal it from a raider? I'm pretty sure someone did. Though it's yours now. Not half bad. Though I like the shorts better. I know you do. Trust me though, don't think you have the legs for them. Oh, shut up. I don't know. They're still nice to have though. You gonna keep them? No, no, you're right. I'm not a con? That's a weird idea in my head. But we gotta go. We're wasting time. I. Ugh. You're right. It's just a headache. I'm sure we'll get through this. Just get to Freeside, right? That's what we gotta do? Yeah. Chloe, going to walk past as Marcy, does a stare at her. Her turning back and wanting to check and see if the bag is either a little less empty or she might find that fixer container in the room. However, she's gonna follow Chloe. Now, the three do gonna make their way out. Currently, them going to take a path that does go take them by the North Vegas Square. And they do gonna come around and walk in a Freeside before there is Deku, who does go talk about it. Okay, so what now? Now we rest at the fort. The people there have beds for refugees. If you're injured or sick, you can stay there. Followers don't care. I'm not sure about the Wrangler, though. I don't know how you guys will feel about that. We could go in an abandoned building, but yeah, might find some squatters. Uh, the fort sounds like a good idea. You sure? They're good turning. And Chloe talks about it. She's sure. They can just pay the followers, right? Uh, Plus, if they do need, they can try to help. I mean, this place is a little bad. Really? We're on mission, Chloe. I know, but it's a little, you know. I get it, but we can't focus on that. Whenever we restore the vault and get everyone out here, we can try and help better. That's all we can try to do. It's a problem for later. You're right, but still. Her going to walk forwards, talking about it. If they've got to wait till tomorrow, though, they've got to wait till tomorrow. For now, she's gonna go to the fort, see about some more medical supplies, and check if she's got a damn concussion. We're gonna walk away. And Marcy does this with a little bit of a smile, a little proud of Chloe, though she's a turn asking exactly where Mick and Ralph is supposed to be. Um, I think we go past the fort to the left. After that, then we should be fine. You sure? Yeah, it's just to the right and to the left, then, well, there is a place for us to squat if we do want to spend the night out in the open. But that's a little bad. Uh, Come on. Him gonna turn, grabbing her hand as the two do to walk past the fort, taking a right and going to walk by an open field. It with a water tower and a bit of a hose pulling out of the ground. A member of the king's going to stand there. And this, it does mean quite a bit. As Deku goes up, point out to a tower that is a stand in the rail yard. Her asking about it. And Deku tells her. It's a good location. He's thought about it for a secondary location. Though, the Wrangler has an abandoned building next to it too. There's a lot here. The rail yard has the most secluded area. Anyone going there would be an obvious threat. And they draw a lot more attention now that all of them are here. Right. I'll go find Chloe. Okay. I'll make sure everything's clear. Meet back here in 10? Maybe 20 or 15. I don't know. Right. Deku going to make his way towards the tower. And Marcy does a turn, walking over back to the fort. And whenever she's going to see Chloe, she does somewhat sit there. The doctor talking with her, and even a little annoyed about her particular choice in chems. Them giving her a little bit of an earful. Though whenever they do to learn that she's also carrying around a bag of those things, she's a little bit more annoyed, especially hearing some of those rattling from her bag. And whenever Marcy's going to walk up, the doctor is at a turn. A little bit more surprised since there's another one. Is she fine? She's addicted to a few chems. Honestly, I don't know what to make of it. Especially with these. I'm sorry. I have to ask, are these attachments real or what is going on here? Did you guys take a mutagenic drug? That it's a long story. There's a drug for ghouls. Listen, I'm asking because if you took some sort of altered form with it, that's very, very bad for your not only mental health but physical as well. If you guys are under the effect of a particular chem, I'd like to know about it. Especially if it did this much damage to your genetic structures. It wasn't a chem. Not that we know of. Is she fine? Is she cured? For now. Though, I assume you're gonna keep track of her? I'm gonna try. I know. Just shut up. Listen, I'm gonna be okay. Oh, where's Izuku? He found a place. Well, go to Mickey tomorrow and talk to that guy. Though, I think you're forgetting something. I already paid him. Not that. We'll need the chems. Marcy, just trust me on this. We might need them. They're combat stimulants. You were trained by the Vault in medicine. You know that as well. You don't know when they'll come in handy. Besides, you're not one to talk. Aren't you addicted to mentats? I I'm not addicted to mentats. Besides, all of us take Calmex. That's different. That's a necessity. Like Psycho isn't? Like mentats aren't? We might need them for our friend, you know. I get it. Just don't try to guilt trip me into letting you keep the fucking bag, okay? Just be careful. We don't want you to end up like Tommy. That's fair. Sorry, it's just not used to it. Being sober. You're not involved in this, Doctor. You know, I could charge you for other things. Sorry, just I'm messing with you. I understand. Now, please go before I have to perform more operations on you. I'd like to at least go a day without seeing you. If that can be. I understand. I understand. Chloe and Morrissey heading over to Izuku. And there is the next morning, where the three, they do all somewhat sit in the tower. And Chloe does stand here. She woke up early. She looked outside, and there was nobody there. She went outside, and she saw nothing as the sun came rising up. It's always been a nice idea, watching the sunrise and having coffee. Oh God, does she miss coffee? Although, it's got her curious. Will the vault take them back? Never mind. Deku stepping out as he does go to stretch his arms, talking about it. Okay, they should have about an hour or two before Mick and Ralph's open. So, they've got to tuck plans. Okay, so 4,500 caps. And that leaves us with what? Them all walking back inside, sitting down as Deku tells them, leaning on a desk. Right now, bringing his hands up. He'd definitely say that leaves them in a simple spot. Currently, Deku, right now with his boots and jeans, telling them, if they go a simple route, then it means they'll have 1,000 left. If it's 3,000 like he likes to theorize, they'll have a good 1,000 caps. Maybe. But that's still not too much. Well, I'll have 1,000 caps. You guys have your own money. True, but we might have 1,000 with the actual radio beacon. That's fair. I could offload my chems, but that might do more damage here. Let's not fuel the fire. Besides, the kings might not like you offloading drugs. Fair. But, hmm. Okay. We're still gonna talk about Gamora. Do you guys remember their scents? A little bit. I remember them vaguely. Izuku? Yeah, I've got that bastard's scent. Trust me, it's hard to forget. It's pretty damn vivid whenever I can taste his blood in my mouth. Deku, silently, fuming a little, currently them staring at him, as he does gotta look up and talk about it. He might have a scent, might have a face, but still. If they can remember anyone from the Enclave, that would be best at all. They'd stand out and smell different. They might not like to admit it, but they're damn vault dwellers too. If not, they stay in that warehouse all the time. They've got access to supplies most people can't. That must be how they run the operation above their vault. They're independent and well hidden. Right. So what? We try to focus on natural musk? Scent. As much as we not like to admit it, we might be relying on scent for this one. This one guy smelled like cigarettes and whiskey. But I guess in a casino, that could be anybody. Look for cleanliness, signs of a military soldier. If they're NCR, they might be in uniform. If they're not, possibly. Though, I want to say the Enclave mark themselves. Tattoos to show loyalty, it could be the best idea in my head. Maybe signs of a clear soldier. Things that don't make sense. Like cleaner teeth? I don't know. Just, we might know it when we smell it. That's all we're getting. I picked up on your scent, Chloe, so we might be able to pick up on theirs. If I can, then hopefully we can get them. If you remember somebody, that'd be better. Oh, Marcy. Yeah, I know. It'd be best if we can wrap our heads. Maybe deal with your horns. We've been putting it off. This one just grew back. Okay, I know. It's either we try and figure this out now, or we have to deal with that. And then there's your tail. I know. Listen, hiding it under my clothes has been a bit easy. Not really. The thing is still a little noticeable. Shit. Yeah. Zuku, it's not retractable. It might need to come off. And trust me, it might not be comfortable. Or painless. So, I can physically remove it, but I'm gonna need your knife. And Chloe, your Med-X. You sure? Let's cross that bridge when we get there. Hopefully, after we get the passports. Besides, if I regenerate, then it'd be too soon. Anyway, that's fair. Plus, you can get better prepared. Marcy wavering a little bit in her voice, showing that she's not that confident in surgically removing a limb that shouldn't exist on a human body. Now, Deku, he doesn't understand. They make their plans, how to handle everything, and then they go to leave. And we do have over at Mick and Ralph's, where Deku, he has a step into the building. Him walking up to a desk and going to bring his hands up. Excuse me. Mick's over there. He's all the firearms and ammunition. I'm a little busy at the moment. Actually, I was hoping to buy something else. You looking for something in particular? The man leaning back in his chair. And Deku does talk about it. Well, what exactly do they do? Oh, I sell different things, knickknacks here and there, things people might need. You know, I mean, there's a lot of stuff I sell. I just don't sell weapons. You know. But something I can help you with exactly? Do you offer other services? Um, trust me, I do, but I mean, not without the king's permission. Trust me, if he likes you, then he'll send you over to me, and then I can help you out. Though, it's a little, nah, never mind. Really? So, you run this establishment and you're independent, yes? Trust me, me and Mick own it. We're independent from anyone, but you take orders from the king. Well, he knows who to trust, and I'm saying that you can trust me. Do I look untrustworthy? The man's staring at Deku, looking him up and down, and Deku does stare at that before expressing. He's just saying, he looks like a very smart man with a lot of access and a lot of information, and a lot to provide. He's just hoping to know what he can do for him. The man's staring at Deku. Hmm, fine. Shit. Him standing up, walking over and locking the door, and Mick does a turn before he does go to stare at Ralph, who does bring Deku back over, talking about it. Okay. He sells exclusive items, an exclusive service. He's honed his craft over the last couple of years. Plus, with all the parts he does have, it helps a lot keeping this operation running. He can make a passport, one that can get him into the strip. Seriously? Yeah, it'll take me a little bit of time, but 500 caps. And don't you go spreading rumors about this. I need to keep this real hush hush and on the down low. If anyone found out, trust me, they could bring his hands up. I completely understand. Uh, how much are we talking? 500 caps. Deku staring at the man. 500 caps. For one passport. I need three. You need three? Yes, I know. Listen, I'll pay you the 1,500 caps. Me and my two companions of mine, we need to get into the strip. Will the passports work? Trust me, they've always worked. But three, that's a tall order. That's a little. I'll give you a little bit of a bonus, an incentive. How's an extra 250 on top of that? That's nearly 2,000 caps. I'll take the risk on that, but you're gonna need to give me a few days. At least, I can pay you right now if you could start on it immediately. Fine. If I work now, then I should have them by the day after tomorrow. The day after tomorrow. Does that work for you? It works perfectly. Thank you. Listen, you don't understand how much this means to me. It's important that we get to the strip. With the urgency you have, I think something's wrong. Trust me, it is. Have you given the service to anybody else? No. Very few people get the service. But I won't reveal clientele. Was there ever a man with a scar? A animal bite, maybe, from the side of his face? No, I think I'd remember a man like that. It sounds like he'd stand out. Okay. Any NCR soldiers coming through, though? Ask for the passport? Know about your services? Uh, Not that I can say. There was a merc a while back, but that's about it. Fair. Fair. Alright. Remember what I said. Though, your payment? Oh, yeah. Deku paying the man the money. And Ralph, he is quite surprised to see that many caps in one place, especially with that little bonus Deku's promising him. And right now, Deku, we as go walking out, the two just don't see a grin on his face. And this, it does tell them a lot. It's good. Currently, Deku turning to the man outside, and while he does offer to sell him some chems, Deku stares him down before the three do go making their way down the road and heading to the Wrangler. Since right now, they've got a bit of a victory to celebrate. They've got they've got it. Their way into the strip and towards Gamora. That's the easy part. Now there's just tomorrow and the day after that. But there's also the rest of the day here in Vegas, a place where they've always wanted to be. And right now the three do to head for a drink. And we do currently have where they went by the Wrangler but didn't stay long. Deku, he used a few hundred caps to buy themselves some whiskey, and they all headed back to that watchtower in the rail yard. Before they do somewhat sit there, right out under it, talking about a few things, grilling some food, and relaxing. It feels a little surreal. You're telling me? Honestly, I thought we might have been left flat broke. Oh god, you guys have seen me. I thought I almost cracked for a minute. Hell, I thought he was gonna charge me 2 grand. You gave him a bonus? It's still cheaper than what we thought we'd have to pay. I know that's fair. It just seems like a little bit of a waste. I wasn't gonna try and promise him that, oh, hey, by the way, I'm a Vault Dweller. I can give you miraculous technologies from underground from the past. I'm not saying to be theatrical with it. I get that. Listen, we already talked to Dr. Usanagi. I'm not sure I want to owe more people pre-war technology. They're going to benefit anyway. They are when we get the Garden of Eden created. But listen, I don't want to talk about that. Right now, we should all just be drinking. And the three, well, the two, they do acknowledge them having some more whiskey and going over a few things. Deku hearing a little bit more about Chloe's adventure. And Chloe, she even hears a little bit about Marcy's, along with Deku chiming in about some of his own stories. Even some of the weird things they've seen out there. And Chloe even talks with this one guy she met. This weird guy who had a scar on his head. Who was dumb as a bag of bricks. But he was pretty good at a few things. And that it does get a good laugh out of everybody. And we do have later, where in the watchtower, Deku does sit there, staring out one of the boarded windows, while Chloe and Marcy, they do sit there sleeping. And Izuku, he does still feel it. His body's relaxed. There's a lot of whiskey in his system, and he's still drinking. Bring up the bottle and going to pour some more in his mouth, letting it flow down his throat as he does a stare out and go to walk over to the door, opening it and looking outside. His night vision palpable. It's almost like day, just a little less bright. Maybe glasses are a right idea. A nice pair of shades for the desert sun. Goggles? Maybe some welder's goggles would be better. Might have to find a good pair. The rail yard would be a good place to find them. Though if they had welders here, then what else could he find? An old robot? Yeah, that could be cool. A Mr. Gutsy or a Mr. Handy? If they find a Mr. Handy, then yeah, the parts could be useful for something at the very least, but no, no. He's fine for right now. Just stay as sharp as he can. And, you okay? Hmm? Chloe, don't try to sneak up on me like that. Sorry. I forget you guys don't really. I'm surprised I can still sneak up on you guys. You serious? Hell, I'm sure you can sneak out of the damn vault with how fucking silent you are. Shit. Might even be able to scare the damn computer. Maybe. Maybe. But, how are you doing? Hmm? How are you? I know it's a question I've been meaning to ask. Well, we talked a little bit this morning, and, that was still not too much. You avoided it. You know, avoided what? Talking about Connor? Talking about John? I just don't want to talk about them. Listen, I don't know. Deku going to move backwards, going to lean against the wall and slide down, talking about it, hearing the boards under his feet squeak a bit, her sitting down next to him. Most of the shit we're dealing with is bad out here. I just want a break from some of it. Does that make sense? It does. Though, we can still talk, you know. I know. It's, recommended for all of us to chat. You know, I think it's called executioner's humor, right? Yeah, yeah. Rule, 20. Was it? I'm forgetting some of that stuff. Too many chems? Yeah, honestly. Might have been? Don't know. Just, it's weird. I mean, everyone I knew, they were easy to keep at a distance. Oh, you're just someone from the surface. I don't know you, so maybe I could pull the trigger if I need to. If I need to cut my losses and run, or cons turn on me. Got a little bit more comfortable than I think I'd like to say. Yeah. You know, I don't blame you. Hmm? I was alone for a while too. It wasn't good. Didn't think it was. The first person I tried to trust tried to sell me to slavery. Fuck. It's still better than us. Was it? We thought we could trust a feral ghoul. Yikes. Yeah, that wasn't too good. Then we tried to talk to these guys called the Powder Gangers. Dickheads in those suits and those fucking bandoliers. I shot one of them in the dynamite straps in their chest and they just fucking blew up. uh, it sounds pretty damn funny. Oh yeah, no, it was. Still pretty fucked up. No, no, it definitely sounds fucked up. Though, what do we expect coming up here? I don't know. I think we were always prepared for everyone to just be gone. That's fair. Honestly, when I imagined Vegas, I don't know, just this giant place that's just not there. Dead streets, no lights, no sounds, and just the cutting of the wind. Are you trying to turn on the charm? No, no, it's just whiskey loosens my lips a little. So, you and Marcy. Hmm? Yeah, what's up? How's that? Oh, uh, I don't even know. You know, her turning, going to lean into Deku a bit more, talking about it. Is she, well, she's not, good with these things. Deku turning. As Chloe, she has to look right at him, telling him, it's a bit of a whole thing. You alright? I'm not very good at these things, so no. But I'm I'm glad you two have each other. Isn't that the typical shit people say? Chloe, we're all in this together. We are? Yeah. Listen, if I didn't have Marcia around, it'd be nice to have you around. We're all used to this. Hell, we're all closer now than ever before anyway. Selection was going to be a harsh challenge. Shit was going to happen, and shit has happened. As far as I'm aware, we might be the closest vault dwellers of out of anyone in our vaults. Maybe I need some water. Deku turning. As Chloe does a lean up, and someone kisses Zuko. This is a little surprising him. However, he just wants to sit here silently. Before she does go to linger for a minute before pulling back. Standing up, talking about it, she has some in her canteen. And Deku, he does go to sit here, leaning against the tower as she does somewhat scramble, trying to find the water that they carry. And right now, Deku, he does try to think about the night, going to bring up his bottle of whiskey and take another swig before raising it to the sky and cheers, sending out a cheers to his vault, wondering about everything there. And with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed, and have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.